Hey guys, it's Ep37 and welcome back to episode 37 of my Manchester City Grow. Now in today's episode, we're going to be getting through plenty of matches. We're going to hopefully get through the whole of February in today's episode. First game against Stoke is a game that we're going to be simming though to begin with, and then we'll get on to playing some very important games, including the EFL Cup final against Leicester City at the end of today's episode. We'll play the game against Swansea, we'll play the game against Everton, we'll play the Champions League match against Villarreal in the round of 16, that's the first leg, and then we'll, like I say, get on to the final against Leicester City. Before we get into today's episode though, if you hit 100 likes in the first 6 hours of this video going up, so that's between 12 and 6 PM UK time, if you hit 100 likes and you get yourself a bonus episode of this career mode out straight away. The reason why I've restricted it to 6 o'clock being like the deadline of you having to hit it is because that if you were to hit it, for example, past that at 11 o'clock, and then I'd have to upload the bonus episode at 11, then barely anybody would see it would go out, to be honest. So that's the reason why it's got to be in the first 6 hours of this video going live. You have 6 hours to try and get 100 likes, and then you get yourself a bonus episode. If not, then it'll just go out as a normal episode in a couple of days' time, and that'll be fine, of course. So if you could go hit that like button, also don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well, it'll be absolutely fantastic. And let's crack on with today's episode. Like I said, the first game against Stoke. This is the side I'm going to go with. Edison starts in goal, down low, company Mangala, Mendy, Fernandinho, De Bruyne, Silva, Roberts, Lozano, and Gabriel Jesus all starting. So a changed team we played a few days ago, so that's why there has been a few changes there. We'll see the match against Stoke, hopefully go out there and beat them, but let's wait and see how we get on. Hopefully get ourselves a decent result here if we can. Got to try and get an early goal so we can skip it ideally. Obviously at home for this game, so we should win, but we are 25 minutes in. Fernandinho scores, company gets another injury, so he's coming back from injury as well. Bojan equalises, Danilo gets sent off. Oh my god, this game is not going well for us. Silva puts us back in the lead though on the stroke of half time, and we're going to skip. Won the game 3-1. Got the win, but also got a company injury and a red card there for Danilo. So a mixture, but of course the result is the main thing always. Danilo's now suspended. Company, we've not actually heard back from his injury, so maybe it wasn't too bad. Okay, player drills now this week. These are the 5 drills that we're going to go with. Again, the exact same, no changes this week from last episode. Anyway, let's find out how he gets on. And we've got Hill go to 66 overall. He goes flying up on all his stats yet again, doing really well for us, Hill. I expect him to be really involved next season in particular. And yeah, good week for us. Okay, a couple of fixture changes for this episode. Now I've got the game against Sunderland in the FA Cup to play in a week's time. That means things have slightly moved around, but we will still hopefully get to the final against Leicester. Okay, on to the next game now against Swansea. This is an away match which we will be playing, and this is the side I'm going to go with. Edison starts in goal, Kyle Walker, company Stones and Mendy in defence. De Bruyne, Gundogan and Silva in midfield, with Raheem Sterling, Sanchez and Aguero as the front three for this game. This is the bench I've gone with. Again, very, very strong as ever. A couple of youngsters on there, of course, if we do want to bring them on and see how they get on. Let's wait and find out how we get on here against Swansea. Hopefully get ourselves another 3 points in the league. Okay, here we go for this game here against Swansea City. Can we get ourselves a good result, but also a good performance as well, hopefully? Let's wait and find out. Sterling flicks it on to Sergio Aguero. Aguero to shoot, and he scores. It's 1-0, 17 minutes in. Fantastic bit of play there from Raheem Sterling, flicking it on brilliantly to Sergio Aguero, who managed to get round his defender and get a good shot away. It's 1-0, and we are winning the game in the opening 17 minutes. Really good start to the match. Been on top, 1 or 2 chances so far, not loads. In fact, it's Bernardo Silva that's flicked it onto Sterling, who heads it on. And it's a really good finish. Fantastic finish from Sergio Aguero. It's 1-0. Gundogan running through and shooting. Oh, really good save by the goalkeeper. The Swansea defence not looking very good at the moment. Really all over the place, allowing us through. There's gaps everywhere. Aguero into De Bruyne. De Bruyne is through. Oh, should maybe score that one. Difficult on his left foot, but still a really good opportunity. Great build-up play yet again. And it's basically attack versus defence here against Swansea. Should only be a matter of time before we get a second goal. Oh no, it's 1-1. Where the hell has that come from? Swansea City have equalised with, I think, their first shot. It's definitely their first shot on target. I can't remember them having any other shots. They've literally just run up the pitch and just passed it around. Good bit of play, to be fair, so I can't criticise on that. But certainly very bizarre how this game suddenly turned and they've got themselves an equaliser. 5 minutes left of the first half, and I don't know how, but we're drawing 1-1. Okay, that's it for the first half. Still remains 1-1. I can't really believe that we're going into this second half on level terms at the moment. Very bizarre that it's still 1-1, but that's what's happened. Swansea have come back into the game with a goal for some reason. I don't know how they've managed to do it, but they have. And we've got to deal with it now. We're going to change Gundogan round. He's looking very tired for some reason. And we'll bring on Sol. Goretzka will remain on the bench just for now. Hopefully he'll come on at some point though. But yeah, I just can't really believe that we're actually level. Good play again from Swansea. It's 2-1. They've had a spell of 5 to 10 minutes where they've actually done pretty well, Swansea. And now they're winning. We should have scored 3 goals already in this game, but We haven't. We've only scored 1, and Swansea have now gone in front of us. It's 2-1. Sigurdsson scores this time round, and we're losing to Swansea. Did you see the first half we had? The amount of chances was ridiculous. And yet we're losing this game. Well, this is certainly going to liven up the second half. Company wins it back out of the pitch. Aguero's got to get running here. Raheem Sterling's going to help him. Sterling now got to get beyond this man. Somehow gets smothered there by the defenders. Should get to it, and he has. But didn't quite have the pace a second ago. He's going to go for a cross here. Silva's in there, and he scored. Is he offside? No, he's not. It's 2-1. Bernardo Silva, of all people, scoring the header, putting us back on level terms 10 minutes into the second half. And we've equalised. There we go. It's 2-2. Really good delivery from Raheem Sterling. Good little finish as well from Bernardo Silva. Done fantastic there. And we're back on level terms. Here we go. There's plenty of time now to try and get ourselves a third. No. What the hell is going on? Okay, final 2 changes. Leroy Sané and Goretzka to come on. That means we'll take off Silva and Sergio Aguero. There's 5 minutes left. I mean, literally, I'm not even exaggerating here. From the 70th minute to the 85th, Swansea have just been playing possession football. I haven't had any time to make any changes, and the ball has not gone out of play at all until now. So the changes that we've made might not have much impact. 5 minutes left. Come on, Sterling. You've got to try and create something here. He's coming inside. Sterling. Oh, gets brought down. That's a penalty. And we've got ourselves a penalty with 2 minutes left. Great run from Raheem Sterling. Obviously overhit it with his little touch, but it was enough for Cork to dive in and bring him down. And he does. It's a penalty. Who's going to take it? And can we score? Kevin De Bruyne will take it. Come on, to win the game. Oh, for God's sake. Of course. Fabianski saves it. It's a corner. Not really too much of a surprise there. Raheem Sterling into Sol. Sol now looking to John Stones. All saved by the goalkeeper again. I have no idea how this game is only 2-2. I don't know how we've only scored 2 goals. Mendy into Sanchez. Sanchez back to Mendy. Maybe we'll score 3. No, we won't. No, not like that. That's rubbish. Okay, so that's it. It's a 2-2 draw. Obviously not the best result we'll ever have, but it's 2 draw points, of course. We should be beating Swansea. I mean, yeah, the stats can't say it all, to be honest. But I've really no words for that game, to be honest. I have no idea how we only scored 2 goals. We completely smashed them. I mean, it should have been over after the first half, really. We should have been maybe 3-0 at half-time. But then they somehow had 2 goals, had 2 chances, scored them both. I mean, they scored 2 goals with 3 shots on target. I mean, that tells you a lot already. So, yeah, very bizarre game. But it's a 2-2 draw, and it's one we'll just have to accept. And it might mean that Chelsea get a little bit closer to us down the title race, which will make things a bit more exciting, of course. But we obviously wanted a bigger gap. This week we've got some training drills, and as you can see, Hill again going up on all 4 attributes again this week, so doing really well. Ribeiro's doing pretty well as well, and Carter's getting close to 69 overall. So far we're doing very good at the moment, and hopefully that's going to continue over the next few weeks. Ryan Bertrand gets a new contract. It's a 2-year extension on his current deal, and as I mentioned over there for Danilo, Leroy Sané has to play the next game as well, so we'll try and include him in the team. Okay, so on to the next game against Sunderland. That's in the FA Cup, so we'll find out how we get on in that game. We are actually just going to quickly change our goalkeeper to... I don't even know who my second choice keeper is now, to be honest. Hart's probably on the way out, as is Bravo, so... I suppose it may be Gunn, but I'm going to go Amaral, just give him a bit more of a chance in goal. And we're going to have Cal Walker right back, Company, Stones, Bertrand, Goretzka, De Bruyne, Silva, Sanchez, Leroy Sané and Sergio Aguero starts. That means the bench is looking very, very strong, of course, and hopefully we can get ourselves into the next round here against Sunderland. Okay, here we go at the Etihad for this game against Sunderland in the FA Cup. Hopefully we can get ourselves a few more goals in this game. We've got to try and take our chances a bit better here. Sanchez has gone over to the right-hand side just to allow Leroy Sané to play on the left in this match. Let's wait and see how he gets on. Bernardo Silva looking to Aguero. Can he get round his man and shoot? Oh, he has done. Sergio Aguero scores. What a finish. Again, we've got ourselves another early goal. It's 9 minutes in this time round, and again it's from Sergio Aguero. And this time we need to try and push on and get some more goals, because obviously it didn't quite happen like that in the game against Swansea, but that's a hell of a ball there from Bernardo Silva. Finds the path of Aguero, who slots it home brilliantly. 1-0. De Bruyne through to Sergio Aguero. He's got a great path running through and scoring. Aguero gets us the second goal. That's what we needed. Needed to double our lead as quickly as possible. We've managed to do it before half-time as well, which is even better. And Aguero doubles his goal tally as well for this game. 36 minutes into the match, we've managed to score the second goal to make it 2-0. Really good run through from Aguero. Like I said before, he had a clean path to run through there. Nobody in his way at all. Just needed a little chip ball through and it was found. And yeah, really good bit of play yet again from us. Playing between the lines of the defence and midfield yet again is Kevin De Bruyne. And a really good little play to Sergio Aguero. It's 2-0. Okay, it's half-time. We're winning the game 2-0. Obviously a really good result at the moment. We're definitely deserving to be in the lead. We're all over Sunderland at the moment. Need to try and push on, get some more goals in the second half. Hopefully things don't dry out too much. because obviously, you know, it's nice to try and thrash a team if we can. Okay, first two changes, about 30 minutes to go. Saul and Roberts to come on. That means we'll take off Sergio Aguero and Goretzka, but that means we'll put Sanchez up front for the rest of the match and see how we go with that. I think those changes are going to be good for us. I'm looking forward to seeing how Roberts gets on yet again, and Goretzka's had a good game, but he's just getting a little bit tired, and I felt like bringing on Saul and giving him another chance to play in this game. So 30 minutes left. Okay, final change, about 20 minutes to go now. Ferrer will come on and we'll take off Ryan Bertrand. He's just getting quite tired, and I think it's fair to give the youngster a go for the final 20 or 15 minutes of this game. Let's see how we get on for the remainder of the match, but I'm hoping we can keep a clean sheet here. We haven't looked too much of a threat going forward since we made a couple of changes, but got to try and keep hold of a clean sheet. Delivery in here for Kevin De Bruyne. Got to pick someone out here. Company's up there and he wins it. Falls for Saul, who hits the post, and it's a pass back to Pickford. But of course, not given, and so close to a third goal. Again, just haven't quite managed to be able to take all our chances in this match. We're just kind of missing the final little touch at the end for some reason. Don't quite have it, or whether it's the look or just the little finishing touch that we need sometimes, which is a little bit surprising because we have an amazing attack, so I don't really know how I can say that. But yeah, certainly should be more than 2-0 in this game. 5 minutes left. Kasri over the free kick here. Will he score it? I have a feeling he might do pretty well with it, and if it's on target, it's going in, let's be honest. Given the keeper that we have in goal for this match, it was always going to go into the back of the net if it did go on target. It went over though, luckily for us, and remains 2-0. And that's it, we've won the game 2-0. Again, unable to get more than 2 goals. Frustrating because we had enough chances yet again. It was a clear victory here against Sunderland and gets us into the next round of the FA Cup, which is obviously great. But yeah, again, just a bit, we again dominated, but we just didn't quite manage to get the 3rd and 4th goal. It kind of slowed down, which is exactly what I said I didn't want it to do. So we still need to work on that, of course. And even though we are getting ourselves decent results during this season, there are still a couple of things here and there that we have to work on. And that's trying to kill teams off completely. 2-0 is obviously a good result in the end. A clean sheet as well is decent, but should have been 3, 4, maybe even more goals. Okay, on to some play drills here. We brought in Hill to have another drill rather than Ferreira on left back. So Hill comes in and does some more defending drills because he's currently not doing any at the moment. So we'll give him another chance and see how he gets on this week. Hopefully see some progress from the players. Yes, we have. Carter goes up to 69 overall now. He's only 15 years old, and we can't even promote him yet, and he's 69 overall, so close to 70 as well after a really good week. So he's looking really good, to say the least. He's got a potential of, I think, 91 to 94. Yeah, value of £1.7 million, and he's 15. I'd take that. Okay, next game against Villarreal in the round of 16 of the Champions League. This is the side I've gone with. Edison starts in goal, Danilo, Stones, Mangala and Mendy in defence. Gundogan, Saul and Goretzka in midfield, and Raheem Sterling, Roberts and Gabriel Jesus all starting this match. The reason for the changes? Well, we've got a final against Leicester City in about 3 days' time, I think, so we've obviously got to make those changes to try and also think about that game, because obviously we want to try and win the EFL Cup. So I've made the changes. Hopefully we've still got enough in this side to try and beat Villarreal. We should do on paper. We've still got the better team, so I'll be excited to see how we get on. Okay, here we go against Villarreal in this Champions League match. It's an away game for us, of course. That means the away goals will count and will benefit us going into the second leg if we can get some. So it's important that we try and take our chances in this match. Great ball over the top there to Goretzka, who's running through. A chance for us still if we can keep going. Goretzka waiting for Sterling across the box. Oh, it's going to be so close to being tapped in. Saved by the goalkeeper. I thought that was going to be the goal there to open the scoring just a few minutes into this game. Goalkeeper held on to it well. Oh, no, good chance here. Oh, off the post. Gundogan to shoot. Oh, that's not far off, is that? It's a hell of a strike from range. Good run there from Goretzka. Back to Gabriel Jesus. Jesus, oh, smashes the bar. Goretzka will still go for it, but the keeper beats him to it. Gundogan still to hit it, and it's into an empty net. The goalkeeper couldn't get up in time. It's 1-0, 23 minutes into this game, and we're beating Villarreal with an away goal. Gundogan, who got himself a yellow card 2 minutes into the game, has managed to put us in front. What a strike for Gabriel Jesus initially, though. Goalkeeper punches away, seems to get stuck on his own player. Falls over. I mean, there's no stopping it really, as the goalkeeper falls over quite badly actually, and Gundogan there smashes it home on his left foot. It's 1-0. Gabriel Jesus gonna look to Danilo, who's made a good run. Danilo turning his man and shooting. Oh, what a finish from Danilo. He's just signed for us recently, and it's now 2-0. Danilo smashes it into the top left-hand corner, finds the same corner that Gundogan did with his first goal, and it's 2-0, 21 minutes in, finally getting ourselves a second goal in quick succession. Now we need to get a third goal. That's something we've not managed in today's episode so far. It could be the game. There's 60 minutes left to try and do that. Danilo with a hell of a strike on his right foot there. Really good turn as well. Gets forward brilliantly. Just turns his man really easily. And there's no stopping that. Right into the top left-hand corner. It's 2-0. Now that'll be it for the first half. It's 2-0. And we did have a slight knock, I think, down to Patrick Roberts late on. Hopefully he's okay. But the first half has been really good, and we've been in complete control. Created some really good chances, had some good opportunities. And yeah, I think we've got a good second half ahead of us. Patrick Roberts with a slight injury. Might take him off. Who else do we have? Got quite a few different options, actually. I think we'll put Diaz out there for now. Probably bring him inside at some point during the second half, though. But we'll see how he gets on the left-hand side, and we'll continue on with the second half. Hopefully Roberts isn't out for too long. Okay, final two changes. About 25 minutes to go. Lozano and Moreno coming on. That means we'll take off Gundogan and Gabriel Jesus. Diaz will go play at centre attacking mid. Solol and will play alongside Goretzka now in midfield. And we'll see how that goes. No Sergio Aguero coming on, because obviously we wanted to make sure that we can keep him nice and fresh for the game against Leicester. Oh, straight to Lozano from the free kick. A chance maybe if Moreno makes the right run. He has done. He's ran through Moreno to score maybe. Oh, gets brought down. That's an easy penalty. Is that terrible challenge from the centre-back. And it's got to be a red. It is. It's a straight red. 25 minutes left. They're down to 10 men. And we've got ourselves a chance to actually score from a penalty. Can we make it 3-0? I'm actually going to turn on... Wait, can you turn on the target thing? Wait, there we go. Okay, I prefer having the target on just so I can see exactly how hard I'm hitting it. Sterling scores, and it's now 3-0, finally getting the third goal that we've so desperately needed all this episode. We haven't managed to get it so far, but this time we do. Raheem Sterling from the penalty spot. Don't know why I took it with Sterling, but there we go. He scores it anyway, and it's into the bottom right-hand corner. 3-0. Sol cuts it back. Goretzka waited for the ball through to Sterling. Oh, I nearly celebrated. Thought it was a goal. So close. Moreno onto Sterling. There's no one back here for Villarreal. It should be 4. Moreno does make it 4. The substitute scores 4 away goals now. That is incredible. There's 15 minutes left of this game, and yeah, we managed to get ourselves the 4th there through Moreno, who doesn't get too many for us, but he has actually come off the bench occasionally, done pretty well. I've been impressed with him off the bench. Not so much when he started, but certainly more of an impact player, and scoring 4 goals here. I think we might actually get a 5th if they continue to have so few players back in defence. Come on, Moreno. Can you eat Costa to it? Got to win it back here. He has done as well. Not great defending there from Costa. Moreno needs some support. He's running out of energy despite being a substitute. I'll tell you what, Costa's redeemed himself there. Fantastic challenge from behind. That's it, a 4-0 win. It's 4 away goals as well. That should near enough see us, to be honest, into the next round of the Champions League. It's a really good performance. Finally getting ourselves the goals that we deserve. I mean, it's the most dominated performance that we've had. We've barely had any shots to save. One shot from Villarreal in the whole of the 90 minutes. Kind of tells you the story from their end. But a really good performance from us, and it gets us 4 goals to really help us in the second leg. Player injured though, Patrick Roberts out for 3 weeks with a sprained ankle. That's obviously unfortunate. He had to go off at half-time in that game. But obviously he'll be back pretty soon. So it's not a terrible injury, but of course we wanted to use him for the games coming up. Okay, on to the final game of today's episode. It's the final against Leicester City, and it's the EFL Cup. So an important game for us. We have actually made a few changes here though, because of the last game that we just played. Edison starting goal, Kyle Walker, Company and Ferreira at centre-back, Bertrand at left-back for us here, De Bruyne, Yaya Toure and Silva in midfield with Sanchez, Leroy Sané and Aguero. So the front three is not particularly changed at all, but this is the bench I've gone with. Plenty of different options. Selena on there as well after a good performance recently, which earns him a position there. Okay then, so here we are at Wembley Stadium for this game against Leicester City. Obviously going to be an interesting game, this one. It's a final, it's one we desperately want to win. Get ourselves some silverware here early on in the season. I say early on, we're obviously in February now, but relatively early on. And it's obviously the first opportunity for us to try and do that. So hopefully we can make it happen. I don't think we managed to last season. I'm pretty sure we lost in the final, if I can remember correctly, but hopefully that changes in today's game. Sanchez coming inside onto Sergio Aguero. Aguero is still trying to run his way through and shoots. Oh, what a block. Really good block there. Prevents the strike from being on goal, but it's a corner for us. Short here to Bernardo Silva. He'll deliver into the back post. In fact, Cal Walker's there, just heads it onto the post. But a really interesting bit of play. Sadly, though, couldn't quite get the angle right for Walker to head into the back of the net. Half-time, 0-0. I'd like to say it's been a good final, but it hasn't really, to be honest. There's been 1 or 2 chances, of course, but not the final I was really after. We haven't managed to score. Neither side has, in fact, and you can see not many shots. So, sums up what I'm on about, really. Possession-wise, we've actually had more. I didn't really expect it, to be honest, but that has happened, and yeah, we need to try and improve in the second half. In terms of creating chances, it's a little bit cagey at the moment. Neither team, of course, wants to lose the game. Still going here, a chance for Leicester City. Wow, what a clearance there from Ryan Bertrand, prevented it from going into the path of another Leicester City player. Oh, of course it wasn't supposed to go there. Oh, this is not a good game. I don't really want more to say because this is not fantastic. Both teams are playing terrible. Really, really bad. Oh, God, this is not the final I was expecting at all. All three changes, Selena, Fernandinho and Sterling all coming on. Yaya Toure will come off, as will Kevin De Bruyne and Sergio Aguero. Those players getting quite tired now. Bernardo Silva will go play alongside Fernandinho at CDM. We'll see how that goes. Selena's going to come on as a little bit of sort of a player to try and mix things up a little bit, try something a little bit different, and hopefully he'll give us that centre attacking mid. Mahrez, too easy, so close. Oh, it's 1-0. 1-0 with 20 minutes to go. Leicester City have scored. Oh, Musa with the goal. This is not good. Can't lose the final again. It's just a wall of red now. Can I find a way through? No. Yes. Sterling into Selena. Go on to Leroy Sané. The pass was wide, but Sané... Oh, how was your shot so bad? Just hit it cleanly like you always do. Why have you tried to... I don't even know what sort of shot that is, but it's terrible, that's what it is. Come on, Silva, give us something better. Sané's in there, redeem yourself. Maybe not. Falls to Silva again, plays it into Company. Company onto Silva. I don't know how hard you want to kick it at him. Haven't been the same team in this game. We've not looked good at all. Yeah, that'll pretty much be it, I think, now. I can't believe that we've done this, though. It's not a good enough performance again. Oh, it's 2-0. Of course. I can't remember any more than 2 chances from Leicester, and they've scored them both. I mean, they're doing the complete opposite of what we're doing. They're taking the chances every single time. It's Slimani now. We're an ultra-attacking. We're not on all-out, so we've got enough players to defend this. Look how many players we have compared to them. They have 1 Leicester City man in front of the goalkeeper. We have 2, 3 maybe, and the goalkeeper, and yet they still score. It's just not good enough, is it? Bottled it again in the final. I can't believe that. Of all the games for us to lose, it's the final. Again, we've not won it. I'm pretty sure we didn't win it last season. Correct me if you've seen that episode more recently than I have in the comments section below, but I'm pretty sure that we also lost it last season as well. So yeah, that's obviously surprising, frustrating as well. They've had more shots on target, to be fair to them, so can't really complain like that, but the possession that we had, I don't know what the stats said, I don't care to be totally honest, but possession on their box, around the edge of their box, I mean, I've not had so many, to be honest, in a long, long time. We just couldn't find the pass through to take a shot. So that was the issue. There was not enough runners. At the final moments, there just wasn't enough runners. So that's obviously disappointing. Players just stayed static for too long. So frustrating. And our 7-point gap has now been closed to 2 points. How's that happened? Was that over last episode as well? It must have been. Today's episode we obviously drew to Swansea, but we did manage to beat Stoke, so we also dropped 2 points there. It must have been last episode when we dropped some points at Leicester, yeah. So now that's actually being closed to 2 points. The title race is getting really, really close here. Much closer than I'd have liked it to have been, but of course it'll make things a bit more exciting. Let's go with some player drills before we end today's episode. Can't believe that though, the last game that we just lost. Frustrating, but there's always next season, of course. We will be doing a season 3 here. Kante goes up to 70 overall. Ribeiro goes up to 57 overall. But yeah, can't believe the way that we played. Don't really know what went wrong there. The players that usually perform didn't perform, and to be honest, as a team, we were pretty poor. And we get a little bit of prize money, not much, of course. Mendy's not happy to roll at the club, even though he's playing quite a bit. And that is everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I can't believe obviously the result in the last game. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. If we could try 100 likes, I'd really appreciate it. Of course, if you do that within the first 6 hours of this going up, so between 12 and 6 UK time, then you will get yourselves a bonus episode of this career mode. Also, if you're new to the channel or just simply haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button down below, that big red button. That'd be absolutely fantastic if you could go ahead and do that. And I'll see you guys next time for another episode. It might well be in a couple of hours' time, depending on whether you hit 100 likes. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.